reporter David Aldridge. Phoenix right now in the middle of a road trip. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
The way this team has played, Kevin, I would expect them to continue the win streak against this team because, quite honestly, they enjoy a lot of matchup advantages in this one.
No good from Booker. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Down low. Paul outside. 5 to shoot. Paul is doubled. The Suns need to get a shot off. And it's Ayton missing. Durant down low. And finished up by KD.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. 4-point game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Durant wide open. He fires. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Pass to Crowder. That's tipped. They get it back. Here's Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, as a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
No secret here, Brent. Devin Booker known for his offense, but his defense has come a long way as well.
Yeah, it's so funny when scorers come into the league and they score, and people are still critical of them. That's what happened to Devin Booker. And then he realized as the games became bigger and more important, how much the defensive end is going to help his team do the things he wants to do. And so he's taken that tune. He's decided to play defense. He's been much better over the course of the last 2 seasons. Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score. He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Now here's Ayton. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Here's Paul. Back to Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
I'm not sure how he finds himself. It's so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's KD. Nice form on the 20-footer. 13 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, this might be a KD special here. Everything dropping early here, and the defenders already slouching.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Substitution for the Suns.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
Here's Payne. Last game we saw him score 13. Bridges outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Pass to Craig. Now McGee. Just 5 to shoot. And Durant comes to help. Here's Craig. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. Here's Irving. Back to KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Durant's got 15.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Johnson. Durant with the steal. A pull-up. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
He takes it in. Johnson. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving with a clean look. Again, the Nets for 2.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headline. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up tempo tonight.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect your abilities to go it alone.
You do indeed, DA. Thank you for that portrait. And at this point late in the season, Brent, any danger that contenders that might be coasting can't flip the switch for the playoffs?
I don't think so, Kevin. There's a lot of talk about you want to be hot going into the playoffs. And, you know, I've looked at numbers like that where teams who have gone in, even teams who have won the championship have been 500 in their last 14 or 15 or 16 games. And, you know, I think it's just a matter of experience. And those teams that have it, they understand the tempo with which they can play before they head into the postseason action.
McGee's shot is off. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And, you know, you have to feel terrible about how that thing turned out. I mean, the game was really going about as expected until they just gave up that huge surge there late in the game. Totally lost momentum and ended up losing that.
Nets leading by 16. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And stolen by Ayton. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Out of bounds. Phoenix ball. Sun substitution.
No one near him. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
And Ayton throws it down.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pass to KD. From the corner. Good as the jump shot falls. KD's got 8 points in the quarter. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Left side, KD. Good, and Curry gets the assist. KD's got 28 points for the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The rebound by the Nets. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing up.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
And the Suns call time here.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Suns trail by 19. The drive by Paul. Booker with no one around. Knocks down the three ball.
Good shot.
Booker's got 7 points.
Just a great job of Booker, able to understand the timing and the quick trigger that time.
On its way from Irving for 2. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this
Good
one
ball
away.
movement, man. Good ball.
No good from Booker.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Goes up on the wing. Again, the Nets for 2.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Curry. And he makes good on the layup. And the Nets lead by 20.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Sun substitution.
Suns moving the ball around. Back to Ayton. With 3. Booker. The rebound by Sharp.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Count it. Good. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Curry deciding where to go with it. And so it's Brooklyn cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alderman.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Back to Irving. 5 on the clock. Launches it. That one's not going to go. Now the Suns take it the other way. Pass to Booker. Driving the lane. And it's Ayton missing. Brooklyn leading by 20. Now here's Thomas. On the wing, Irving. From downtown. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 9 points.
Yeah, it's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
Now Aldridge. No points in the game yet for him. From outside the arc. Outside for Curry. Outside Irving. Second shot opportunity. Again, Irving missing.
Good.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
That's his first.
Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Right side Thomas. To the paint. Outside Irving. Here's KD. Out left to the wing. Durant drawing the double team. Here's Claxton. Drops in the tray.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
And stolen by Drummond. At the elbow, Irving. Finished off the break. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Kyrie, such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Assist.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it. Oh, great ball movement there.
Shamet.
How's that, mate?
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Shamet's got his first 2 points. It's Durant on the wing. KD on the wing. Driving to the basket.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Suns moving the ball around. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Back to McGee. Here's Shamet. Good on the triple. Shamet's got 5 now.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Here's Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Inside. Shamet on the wing. Shamet on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Here's Payne. And he stays with it. Pass to McGee. A second chance effort. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Durant. And again, it's Brooklyn converted.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team.
Why you pressing on my controller?
Trailing,
Call it
and the
that
lead
now.
seems
What
to
the
be
hell is wrong
growing.
with you, bro?
Team foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Whether things are good,
doing
bad,
that?
or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to
coming,
pump
let me
up or
explain
to
the game.
discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Here's KD. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so it's Brooklyn out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And here is Irving. Durant in the corner. Took him no time at all on that one. Durant's got 40 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Back to Johnson. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Paul. Up and in on the layup.
So creative right there. Paul's fantastic at finding ways to get inside and capitalize, whether it's him or a teammate.
Outside Durant. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
Back to Ayton. Over Irving. And that's good. Lead pass to get it done. And that's 10 points for DeAndre Ayton. It's Durant on the wing. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Johnson. Here's Paul. There's the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
Some of the success to Chris Paul being able to drive has to do with his devastating mid-range game. He makes the defense play him honestly everywhere on the floor.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night. Pass to Drummond. Dives for it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Substitution for the Suns. Bismack Biyombo.
Here's Payton.
Holiday. Alfred Payton.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. On the wing, Holiday. Ayton with it. Back to Biyombo. It's deflected. Pass to KD. And he drives in. And then Durant with the jam.
On defense, your priority is to close out on Durant's outside shot, but then he has that tight handle. Simply drives right by you.
Assisted by
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Outside, KD. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Payton drives in. Pass to Biyombo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Holiday. Here's Ayton.
Oh, good pass.
And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
KD on the wing. And the basket is good. KD's got 51.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Landry Shamet.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Biombo. It's blocked.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For KD.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Nets. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Irving. Back to KD. Over Holiday. Outside for Thomas. Now here's Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Over Holiday. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Impressive job by the players.
Good game, boy.
Coaches,
Really much
and
admin.
don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display here.